I was actually very excited because throughout my years through exercise science, it's a lot more science than I expected when I first entered the university here, but the hormonal profile, like endocrinology side of all of my classes, I've really found fascinating. So after applying for my UGRA and receiving it, I was ecstatic, over the moon, because it really just kind of validates my interest and shows that the work that I'm interested in is valued, and my research project is valued as well by other people. So the primary focus of my research project is the menstrual cycle, the different characteristics that occur that affect strength and power performance in women between the ages of 18 and 30, so that normal menstruating window, so pre-menopause, but long after puberty. So we're gonna do the research project in 2 phases. So right now, the International Review Board, we're getting approval for this first section. We're gonna do a survey just to get a large profile of the different characteristics as far as like fatigue, mood, flow volume, what other characteristics? Muscle soreness, general information, like age, race, and then after we do all that data collection, it'll be about a month window of participants answering that survey. Our goal is around 100 people to submit that survey so we can then analyze the data and see which characteristics seem to influence the others. So then after we get that survey completed and get to analyze all of that data, we'll then go into the second phase, which are actually testing some of our athletes here at the University of Kansas. I started off in competitive sports around the age of 6, about 6 or 7 years old. I did competitive gymnastics for 7 years. And since I'm going through that window of being a young child into a preteen and then teenager, I noticed a lot how hormones, well, at the time I didn't realize there were hormones, but a lot of factors that were pretty consistent for me, they began to change and fluctuate in ways that were completely affecting my performance. Then going into high school, I got super into wellness. This is a trend right now, but cycle syncing. So depending on what phase the menstrual cycle you're in, you'd be doing workouts and nutrition based around what your body's demanding at that time. So then coming into college, obviously I'm getting a more formal education, learning more about the biology side of things, the physiology. That really piqued my interest. And then coming into Athletic Performance Lab, I've then gotten the opportunity to meet people who know a lot more than me, especially in the research field, whether that be the grad students or the faculty. The main thing that I've learned is that it is a lot of work, a lot more of little details that I didn't anticipate. Like right now, before we could even dive into the research, I had to do a whole application separate from my award that I received for the International Review Board, and then consent forms that have to be filed. It's just a really long process, but each of those little details is important. I'm very excited. Before it was, I did have a lot more anxiety around it because there was a lot of things that I wanted to investigate and test, but working with Dr. Johnson, he's been doing research for God knows how long. He's really helped me breaking it down into the smaller bits and tackling one thing at a time instead of just taking my huge idea and then, just jumping headfirst into the deep end. Oh, I definitely want to contribute to the field of just female sports endocrinology specifically, since there is a large gap in that research. A lot of clinical trials, as well as sports performance trials and research. A lot of the standardized, what is the word I'm looking for? A lot of the standards that we have set for athletes and just in a healthcare setting, it's based around male research, which makes sense since females, I'm gonna vary from the next woman. So it's a lot easier to get standard data from a male population. But now that technology has advanced a lot, I feel that it's very important for us to do some more research with female physiology since it does differ a lot from male physiology.